Hey, it's me again, Michael, your favorite agile thought provoker. Today's topic is the Kano model. The Kano model is a very simple tool for product owners to discern how much the feature is actually worth investing into. The Kano model typically describes three different factors, but I want to take the liberty to introduce another two factors that you might not be aware of. So let's start. The Kano model has an x-axis and a y-axis. The x-axis we typically label with functionality. And the y-axis we typically label with customer satisfaction. Now what's the idea? The typical feature in the Kano model, which we call a performance feature, means that the more we do, the more value we create. So it's basically a straight line. When we don't have enough performance, the customers are unhappy. The more performance we have, the more happy the customer is. What performance features do for us is they allow us to trade off one feature for another. So we can use the cheapest feature that gives us the most performance benefit to our application. Now, performance in this one, when we're talking about software, doesn't mean things like speed or scalability. It means everything that the customer would care to have. And there's also something in the Kano model which we call hygiene. And what's the idea about hygiene? Well, when we don't do it, we make our customers unhappy. But the more we do, the more we reach the point that the customer frankly doesn't care anymore. For example, hygiene, like the word mentions, if you go into a restaurant when the dishes are not washed, you wouldn't eat there. But regardless of whether they spend 2 hours, 20 seconds, or a full day to wash your dishes, you really don't care. So there's a certain point where we don't want to invest extra effort, because this extra effort is just a waste of time and money. And then the Kano model has something called excitement features. And excitement basically works like this. If we don't invest anything, our customers don't care. We start to invest a little bit, our customers go, yeah! Now excitement has two different uses. When we're still in an MVP phase of our product, giving a few excitement criteria to our stakeholders would mean that they say, yeah, we like this product, we want you to invest more money into this, we'll continue funding. When you think of something like the iPhone, when the first iPhone was released, it had an app store. Wow, we can customize our own phone to do whatever we want. And the interesting thing is that over time, the types of feature change. In the beginning, the App Store was an excitement criteria, but nowadays it's basically like, what? Your phone doesn't have an App Store. What kind of phone is that? So it's basically considered a hygiene factor. And we actually see this with Huawei at the moment when they get in trouble with using Google features. They have become a hygiene factor for smartphone users from Android. They say that we don't want a phone that doesn't even have access to our Google apps. And then I would like to add two more factors to this Kano model that you don't find in the regular Kano model. And the first one of these is what I call nuisances. What's a nuisance? Let's take an average website. There's no pop-ups. What do you think as user? That's good, no pop-ups. One pop-up might be necessary, for example, cookie or data protection notification. Yeah, I don't like it so much. But the more pop-ups we have, the more angry our users actually get with our product and the less they want to use it. So nuisance features, they might have a need, for example, a legal regulation, but they don't make people happy. And the more we put into nuisance features, the more unhappy people become. And then there's another thing which I call sunshine features. What's a sunshine feature? We don't have any sunshine. We are unhappy. When we have too much sunshine, we are unhappy again. But there's a certain amount of sunshine that we like to have. So this one would be like this. Sunshine features for us as application product owners mean that we want to invest a little bit to make sure people are not unhappy, but absolutely no more than necessary to create this kind of minimal happiness. Because if we over-engineer this, we actually make our users unhappy again. Okay, so that's my take on the Kano model. Hope you like it, hope you find it useful. Please leave a like, and if you didn't already, please subscribe below because there's more content coming up, and if you're not subscribed, you might miss out. Okay, have a good one. Enjoy.